SOKONINARU. It has been too long, my bizarre guitar shredding effects pedal using friends. Yeah, this is a group who I haven't listened to for quite a while, and I've gone back to check for new music on a few regular occasions, and please excuse me if I'm missing something, but I think when it comes to actual original songs, they haven't had an official music video of a new song in quite a while. If you're angrily writing in the comments right now, I apologize. I'm sure there's got to be something I missed. But yeah, I come back and I check every now and then for a new song. Hadn't seen one, and then suddenly this came up in my notifications because I have the bell rung on the SOKONINARU channel, and I was like, yep, new video, gotta check it out. Unfortunately, it came out last night while I was out, so I didn't actually have a chance to check it when it premiered. But I'm here, I've got some time, I sat down, I got ready, I got my big hydration bottle, because you're gonna need it. SOKONINARU, even a song that apparently is less than 3 minutes, this is a band who put in a punch. They do like an album's worth of writing in like a 3-minute song usually. For a quick bit of context for what it's worth, so I first heard them back it was on this channel I first heard SOKONINARU. I think it was either 2020 or 2021. I don't think it was in 2019, the first year we did this channel. I think it was maybe a year or two into the channel I first heard them. And I was really taken by the fact they got this sort of chaotic sound. Now, I'm one of those people who I love like great guitar work and everything, but I think there's so many great guitarists out there that a lot of the time you need to do something interesting to give yourself identity. This is one of the reasons why I'm a big fan of like the sound of Tom Morello and things, because okay, Tom Morello might not be the greatest guitarist ever, but he really thinks about his sound. And so when I listen to SOKONINARU, one of the things that takes me so much with them is just their sound is always so interesting. It can be chaotic. I can understand it might not be for everyone. They got some songs where for me it's like a little bit like, does that quite work? But then they got some songs where you're just like, it's worth it for when it works, because when it works, my god, this band have got something truly unique and original of their own. Plus we heard one of the last songs I heard a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago, was oh god, I can't remember what it's called now. White something. I want to say White Noise or White Sound, but that's probably not it. But the one where the bassist was singing. And that was really interesting, them going in a different direction. I heard some covers. They did some really great covers in the last couple of years. I didn't do reactions to them because I only restarted the reaction element of the this channel relatively recently. But yeah, they've done some covers and things. I'd have to check and see if there was any that I didn't listen to, so maybe I can do a reaction to them. But yeah, so this is a band who definitely have been around, definitely got a lot to be worth talking about. But they got a new song. Now I'm back to doing reactions. I mean, what band could be more appropriate for reactions than SOKONINARU, the true masters of the book? My general reaction sometimes when I hear their music, what is going on? So yeah, it's just quickly before I press play, one of the phrases I first sort of came up with, I think, when talking about SOKONINARU, is it's like being on a roller coaster where it's throwing you all over the place, but you don't quite get thrown off. It keeps you on board. You know what's going on. You follow the train, but you're just like excited by all the twists and turns. Anyway, here we go. SOKONINARU. I've been waffling for over 3 minutes now. So there you go. Preamble done. 3 minutes of music coming up. Alright, we've got a nice groove. That intro was very SOKONINARU. That thing there, they killed the reverb suddenly. Very effective. Alright, this feels like it deserves a big chorus. That rapid fire tap on the percussion is really cool. I don't know if it's just like a cool production thing they did with the hat there, or if that's been digitally layered over the top.
きれない中生きていく
Yeah, more of the GoPro camera on the neck.
この命の日に求めたもの終幕の瞬間迎えても無駄じゃない後悔はないそう言えるように脳内では
It is very melodic.
一度でも感じたい
This is actually one of those songs where you can imagine a lesser band just playing this as a strum along song. It's got the melody. What's that little look he did there? Oh. Now that's how to use a double kick. Yeah, and do you know what? I love double kick when it's used in a way where you really feel it. It's like anything. It's like when people put like scream stuff in metal. It's like just doing it all the time, you don't feel it. But if you use it sparingly, then when it comes in, you feel it. I need that hydration. All right, so yeah, when it comes to this one, yeah, I think the thing that we have to first of all take into consideration before we go into it is, of course, as I kind of mentioned, I've been waiting for a SOKONINARU single to come out. It's probably actually on me. I should probably sit down and listen to more of their albums, but they're definitely one of those bands who I'm always excited to hear the singles and what they put forward. So we should give it credit for the fact that obviously that's what it's aiming to be. So it maybe doesn't have as many twists and turns as their other some of their other songs, but that's kind of not the point. The point is, does it manage to combine SOKONINARU's like love for madness and twists and turns and creativity with a song that actually has that value where you can put it out as a single and people are going to be attracted to the band by it, where it's going to stick with you as a single song. You know, it's got like replay value where you could sit and listen to this song over and over again. I would say on those fronts, for me, this is like a really good combination. Actually, this is one of the strongest songs I've heard from them when it comes to SOKONINARU doing a single. The melody, as I mentioned, is like, it's super catchy. Well, it's not. It's super easy to follow. It's very melodic. It's exactly that sort of melody where you can just imagine that. You can imagine that melody coming up on like an anime theme tune or something. It was sort of song that anyone would sing along in karaoke. It's got that very likable melodic feel to it. But then underneath it, you've got all that usual SOKONINARU craziness. You've got the change of sounds, you've got the stop starts. There's that thing where, you know, with the instruments stop, and then usually in like a normal recording, it'd stop and there'd just be a little bit, just a tiniest little bit of reverb come off the end of the instruments, which is kind of very natural sound. But they unnaturally just kill the reverb instantly. So you get this like fraction of a second of just absolute zero. And then noise comes back in. Little stutters like that, clever little things that make the sound much more unexpected. And yet the song itself, again, remains easier to follow. I loved some of the stuff going on with the drums there. Like I said, when they get into the chorus, you get the bit where you get that little quick tapping thing going over the top, much faster than that. I can't beatbox that fast. You get that. I can't beatbox at all. You get that fast tapping sound over the top of the rhythm, which is really great. And then it goes halftime, speeds up again. The use of double kick in the last chorus just as accentation. The little fills all the way through, but we know that from SOKONINARU. His voice was brilliant in this. I think he's one of those. I've done a whole video talking about why I usually prefer female singers, and not just for the reasons that you might think, but he's of the male singers, he's one of the ones who I like most of all, because I really feel like not only is he clear in the way he sings and precise, but he does throw emotion into it as well. And you can really feel when he's singing, pushing for the notes. This was like a great performance from him. Bass work was fantastic, but it's one of those ones where you don't really pick out. This is a band where you don't really pick out the bass and guitar individually so much, because everything feels so. integrally tied together. Like every instrument is like playing off each other, and the production again is so integral to what the actual sound of the song is. You know, those stops, those starts, the way that the instrument sounds change. We go into that bridge and we get a breakdown where everything sort of goes a little bit more gentle and builds up. Yeah, it's just like, this is a nice example of the, if you like, the SOKONINARU. I was going to say the SOKONINARU machine at work, but I guess the SOKONINARU like musical theory in practice. You know, all of the things that we associate with their sound, all of the crazy little things they do, all blended together into a song that actually is pretty easy to listen to. There's a lot of madness going on. There's a lot of signature SOKONINARU, but this is I think it just really struck me about halfway through is that this is a really easy to listen to song. It's not the intense roller coaster of some of their other ones that I was talking about earlier. It's more like one of those roller coasters that just like shoots really quickly, goes up, does the big barrel roll, and then comes back down. It's thrilling, but it's very easy to follow. Have I overused this metaphor? Never. No, so I enjoyed this. I thought it was great. I think SOKONINARU are definitely I mean, if nothing else, I love any band where you listen to them and you can immediately identify it's them. And SOKONINARU is one of those bands where I would never get them, I can't imagine ever getting them confused with anyone else. It's just such a distinct sound and they use it really well. Yeah, this was great. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic stuff. Long live SOKONINARU. So anyway, get in the comments, tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. Oh, I didn't put I usually put a nice frame up. Oh, I liked that. I know I've been doing this for years, but I think we put a GoPro on the neck of a or any brand of action camera on the neck of a guitar. Right, I promise. I'm not a GoPro person. Not one of these is actually a GoPro. These are all Chinese knockoffs. So until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.